Hello? 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 Can anybody hear me? Hi! Hi everyone! How's the volume? I hope it's okay with the background music. Hi everyone! Hi Champo Rampers! Hello Champo Rampers! Hi Champo Rampers! Hi Champo Pampers! Hello everyone! Are there any rabbits in the house today? Maybe a couple rabbits here, maybe a few. I hope everyone's having a great day. And a humble day is at that. Now, I have to tell you guys something today. I'm wearing an extra special outfit today, and I'm a little nervous to show you because I don't know if you guys are even gonna care or if you're even gonna like it or whatever today. But I guess I'll show you because it's my special baking Easter outfit. Now I wear this in Easter time when I'm feeling quite humble. If you've seen me around Rabbitville, you may have seen this outfit before, because I do like to stroll around, but please don't be rude, okay? Alright, I'll show you, okay? Hey! Hi! Hey! Do you like my outfit? It's my little Easter outfit for when it's Easter time. that's what I wanted you guys to wait for, because I wanted to show you guys my outfit. I hope you like it. Yeah. Look, I got my little rabbit bag on and everything. Yeah. Yeah, I look like a snack. Well, good thing I'm gonna be baking today. You're adorable, really? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm fashionably late. Yes, I'm very fashionably late today. And look at my little rabbit hat up there. Isn't it so cute? It's got little rabbit ears and a tail on it. And it's really cute. Yes, I'm a proper dainty lady today. They call me Lady Giggles. Lady Giggles. The belle of the ball, actually, if anything. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yes, I was a little shy to show everybody this, but, you know, I'm very glad that you like it and everything, of course. Yeah. But I hope that you guys think I'm cute today. And I'm dressed for a special occasion because welcome to Easter time with Giggles. Yippee, yippee. We're going to be doing lots of Easter themed things leading up to Easter. Now, of course, as a rabbit myself, I'm a big fan of Easter time and the occasion. And I thought, why not do the most Easter themed thing that you could probably do for, well, I mean, as far as like, you know, not celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ, but making things for rabbits, okay? And I'm sorry if the title of the stream was misleading, because okay, I realized when I made the thumbnail that it says like rabbit baking or whatever. I'm not baking rabbits, just so everyone knows, okay? I'm not baking rabbits. Just to make it very clear, I'm a rabba. I have two beautiful rabbits. I would never be baking a rabbit in me life, okay? Yeah, no, not really. I'm sorry. I was baking rabbit treats in my rabbits, actually. And I made them treats with rabbit-safe food and with rabbit-safe ingredients. So I'll be showing you guys how I made it. And if anyone here has rabbits, please give it a try for yourself. You can put in lots of different kinds of things if you'd like. There's lots of different you can kind of add any of your rabbit's favorite things to these recipes, and it would turn out just delicious, and it would be great for your rabbit. I'm really excited to show you guys. Now, just give me a second, because there's a specific ingredient I forgot. It's like a mix of something. I forgot what it was, so just give me a second. I want to take a quick photo of the bottle before I show you guys how I made it. I just need to be sure I double check. Just give me 1 second. Thank you so much for the 1 bit. Here's a tip. My favorite rabbit chef, or do you prefer maid? Rabbit chef, I'd say rabbit chef or lady chef. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I just wanted to quickly take a photo. Listen to the beautiful music. I'll be right back. I love this. If you're wondering, this is actually Tuhu Bossa Nova. So really slash jazz music. Really good. If you recognize any of the songs, let me know. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. What? I came out, my dad's just dancing in the kitchen. What's he doing? What's he doing? He's just having a jig. What the hell? He's just doing a jig. I'm like, hello? And he looks shocked. It's like... Okay, sorry. Alright. Sorry, I'm back. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to take a photo of a specific ingredient because I want to make sure I get everything right. But yeah, I'll show you how I made these really delicious treats for my rabbits. Again, if you have rabbits, these foods, I'll talk about them, but they're completely safe for rabbit consumption. I would not recommend giving these treats to humans. Not that you couldn't, but... You know, not that you couldn't do that, but you kind of shouldn't. You kind of shouldn't, because it's my throat's going all croaky. Yeah, no, I don't think you should. Yeah, I don't think you should because it's kind of you know, it's like rabba food. Not that it's not yummy and delicious though. I mean, you could probably enjoy it. But I don't know if I'd recommend it. I smelt it. I was almost gonna eat a little bit of it, but then I was like, I don't know. Might not be a good idea. Alright, so just give me 1 second. I'm just making sure I have everything here correctly. With these kinds of things, it's kind of tricky because I just need to double check. Okay. Good to know. Okay. I was just double checking just something here. Okay. Okay, sorry. I just want to double check something. Okay, there we go. Alright. Are you ready to figure out how I made these delicious rabbit treats for rabba? You wanna know? Okay? It's a process. I know the other baking I did was very cut and dry and easy on how I made it. But this was definitely experimental and a process. Just letting you know, you cannot find a recipe like this anywhere else. I made this recipe by scratch. Knowing what I've learned, using what I learned about baking and what I know about rabbits together and making something really delicious. And this is something that I know personally my rabbits will enjoy. If you're ever trying to make something for your own rabbits, make sure to add different things. I advise you to experiment with different ingredients and see if you can put your rabbit's favorite food in there. But I'll talk a little bit about that as we go along. Oh, thank you so much for coming, Champley. Yeah, this is experimental, but I think it turned out okay. But I'll show you guys, okay? So let me pop down here and show you guys how I did it. Okay, so let me show you guys how I make these delicious, nutritious rabbit treats. Okay, the first thing I did is I got a cup of my rabbit's pellets. Now, these are the pellets that I use for my rabbits. You can use whatever pellets your rabbits usually have. Kind of a dry pellet like this works really well, but make sure it's just a cup. Now, I added a little bit afterwards, so maybe add like a cup and a dash of it. You can kind of eyeball it depending on how much you want to make. But it definitely depends on kind of how thick you want the consistency of the mixture to be. Now, the pellets that I have for my rabbits are made from grass hay and oat fiber, as well as like some other whole grains, such as wheat. They also have like certain vitamins in there, like calcium, iron, magnesium, and etc. Lots of different vitamins as well. Vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, D, E, H, and K in there as well. But yeah, get whatever pellets. I'd recommend some kind of grass pellet, whatever you feed your rabbits on a daily basis. And get a cup of it. Now, what I did is I got a cup and I put it in a, if it will turn over, a Ziploc baggie. Any kind of Ziploc baggie, just make sure that you let out all the air from your bag. And then I got a rolling pin and I crushed the pellets with my rolling pin. Something that made this process a little bit easier. I'm not very strong, so I wasn't able to crush it very much. But what I'd recommend doing is soaking them in water a little bit and then letting them dry, just a tiny bit so they're damp, and then crushing with a rolling pin. Then you'll be able to get a consistency a little bit thinner. Make it kind of so it's like the consistency of flour. If you have a food processor, I highly recommend using one of those instead. So if you have a food processor, put them in the food processor. I don't have a food processor, so I just put them in a plastic baggie, like a Ziploc baggie, and used a rolling pin to crush them. You could also use a hammer, but I don't have a hammer handy, and I'm too scared to use a hammer, so that's why I just used a rolling pin. Then I soaked them in water for a bit and kept crushing them, and then this is what it kind of turned out to be. So kind of like a mushy consistency. I wasn't able to do as much as I probably would have liked. If you're like stronger, you'd probably be able to do it a lot better than I can. But just forget about it, okay? Just imagine I crushed it up more finely. The finer the better for this. And this kind of creates like a flour-like consistency because rabbits can't really eat much flour at all, or much other ingredients. This is kind of going to be like an ingredient that will work kind of similar to what a flour does. So it's going to be most of the biscuit is going to be this. Now, once you have your pellets crushed in the bowl, the next thing I did is I got some of my rabbit's favorite fruit. Now, little lady's favorite fruit is banana. So I got banana. I got about a quarter of a banana. You don't need much at all because these are going to act as your wet ingredients. Technically, the crushed pellets is your dry ingredients and the fruit is your wet ingredients. This is going to be a bind. So instead of eggs, we're using banana as a binding agent for the cookie. So the next thing I did is I got a quarter of a banana and then I mashed it. And let me see. Yeah, I mashed it in a bowl. Not too finely, just this kind of consistency is good. So it's like a little lumpy, but still kind of mashed. And then what I did is I got my other baby's favorite. Little man really likes apples. So I decided I would get an apple and then I peeled it just with a peeler. I got only a tiny bit of an apple, maybe like a sixth of the apple, just a side. I cut one of the sides off, and I peeled it. I used a little bit more than this. I'd say maybe a fifth of an apple. I peeled it, and then I used the grater to grate it. This is better so it's nice and fine. And then I put that with the banana. Now these are going to be your wet ingredients. I got the banana and the apple, and both of them, but you can add any fruit. I think the banana is definitely necessary. I think rabbits all love banana for the most part. So I think the banana is quite necessary in acting as a binding agent for the mixture. Otherwise, it's not really going to stick together or hold. But you can add any fruit you want, just not too much fruit. So maybe like a few strawberries if your rabbit likes strawberries, for example. You could add basically anything as long as your rabbit likes it. So I got that, and then I got some hay. Now this is just alfalfa hay that I get from my rabbits. Make sure it's nice new hay. I don't know why it doesn't look as green or fresh in the photo, but like get fresh hay. And then I use scissors to cut the and then I use scissors to cut the hay into small pieces, and I put it in the bowl. And then something else that I used is a mix of different like greens, like green herbs. So what I used is a mixture. Now these are all rabbit safe. I bought this at Coles. It's rosemary, thyme, marjoram, I think it's called, marjoram and basil. And these are all rabbit safe. And they have good health benefits for rabbits. I mean, these are very big treats. So obviously you shouldn't be giving these to your rabbits all the time or every day. But these provide good health benefits for rabbits. So I put just 1 teaspoon of that in as well to act as like a little bit of a, you know, to thicken it up a bit, and just for a little bit, just a little bit more taste to the mixture, I think. And yeah, you can use anything. You could just like chop some basil up and put it in. You can just put a little bit of parsley in. You could put anything. Just make sure that you check to see if it's rabbit safe first. And then after I did that, I put it in a bowl and I used an egg beater to beat the mixture together. Unfortunately, I don't have a photo of like the stuff in the bowl with the beater with it, but I beated it in the bowl with the egg mixture. It was a little bit like runny, so I did have to add a little bit more pellets in there. I tried to crush them again, but it was a little tricky, so I added some full pellets this time instead of trying to crush them into the bowl, so it's not as sticky. So if you need to do that, if the consistency is too sticky, just add more pellets. That's all I did. And then after I was finished with that, you get this kind of mixture. I did add more pellets after this. Then you just like put the mixture in, and you roll it with a rolling pin. Now this is something that I did. You don't need to do this, but this is something I needed to do because I didn't have parchment paper. You can put the cookies on parchment paper if it doesn't have any coating on it. I only had no wax paper, but it has a coating on it that could be bad for the rabbits, and I don't want to take the risk. You could also put coconut oil down to make sure that the mixture doesn't stick, but I honestly wouldn't recommend giving any oil to your rabbits. So I kind of used just a tiny bit of self-raising flour. All-purpose baking flour on the top. Rabbits can have a teeny weeny tiny whiny little bit, just a teeny bit. I put a tiny bit on the rolling pin and a tiny bit on the tray, just to make sure the mixture didn't stick down. But if you have parchment paper and you don't find that the mixture's sticking to the rolling pin, I wouldn't recommend using any at all. But if you do, make sure you only give this to your rabbits every now and again. Yeah, not every day. Once every few days is a treat. Now once I did that, I got my cookie cutter, and I put the cookie cutter in, and then I put the molds onto the tray, onto my baking tray with a tiny bit of flour on. And then these are what came out on the tray before I put them in the oven. I used heart shapes. Make sure if you're using a cookie cutter that they're small, so the rabbit can have a little bit. I'm gonna... The amount that I had it is like... I break it in half, and I can give one to each, because I have 2 rabbits. But make sure if you're making them, you can make them... you can put them like really... what's it called? Slowly, like not too much in on the cookie. Okay, only a little bit. You can also put them into ball shapes and put them in the oven. That way you can have little like cookie ball things. But I recommend kind of doing it flat like this. And I put it in the oven at 100 degrees Celsius. So like a really low temperature, as low as you can. If you have time, I was impatient, so I did it kind of at 100, but it does cook the nutrients out if you cook it, so it's probably best that you put it on a very low temperature for a long time. Low and slow is the way you do it, low and slow. But you gotta eyeball it, because it's kind of, it depends on how thick you make the mixture. So when I do baking, I sit next to the oven as soon as I put it in and watch. But yeah, you'll know when you're done. You can just go in with a fork and you can just press it and see if it's cooked or not. If it doesn't stick to the fork, then it should be fine to take out of the oven. But I wouldn't recommend cooking for too long. It didn't really take that long. At all really. Because I had thin cookies, but it depends on how big you make the cookie really. Yeah. Yeah, you do need to bake it. Well, you wouldn't need... You could use a food dehydrator. You could use a dehydrator to put them in. You could also put them in the... maybe in the fridge. But I used the oven. So it just depends on what you're feeling that day, really, and what you want. But definitely don't do it too hot. Yeah. She says basil funny. Hehe. What the hell? Hey! I don't say basil funny. I say it normal. Wait until she says oregano. I say oregano completely normally. What the hell is your problem? She read something a few days ago that I posted, and she said it in the most incredible way. Schnapple? Shrapnel? Schnapple? I'm very good. Okay, be quiet. Quiet now. I'm trying to show you my cookies. Anyway, so I put the cookie... Shut up. Anyway. Shut up. I put the cookie... Stop! I put the cookies in the oven. First, low and slow. And then... Look! Then I have your cookies. Then my cookies came out. Very nice. You can see the little bits of hay as like a garnish on top. And yeah. It was really cool. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I'll read your donation soon. Thank you very much. Yeah. They look very grassy. Well, they are for rabba. So this is something rabba like. Yeah. And this is the cookie that came out of the oven. And I held their shape pretty well. I just got them out of the baking tray with a fork. I just put a fork underneath and lifted them up. But yeah, this is the like the cookies that came out. Yes. And then anyway, this is little man. Oh, by the way, I bought them an Easter house, if you care. I bought them this Easter house for the Easter time. And look how cute it is. They look so cute in their little Easter house. Yeah, so they can have a little house. I got it online. It's so cute, isn't it? I put it together for them. It comes like flat, and I and I made it really cute. Anyway, so that's little man in his Easter house, and I think he's really excited to have a look at what's gonna come out of there. And yeah, he tried it and he really liked it. I got a video of him eating it. I'll show you guys soon. And then yeah, and then that little man in there, he's eating it, and a little lady came. And look how excited she is. She's just really... Look how pleased she is. She's really excited to have a cookie. She's like, is that for me? A cookie for me? Is that true? She was like... She had a humble diamond face like this. She's so humble. The little man in there eating his cookie. They're very excited to have their cookie. Now, I put it out like this. And oh my god, guys. They leaped for it. I'm not even kidding. Okay? They both leaped for it, and I had to put the cookies in a cookie jar really quick, actually. I have a rabbit cookie jar that I put them in. Maybe I'll take a photo of it later. But they leaped for it. I'm not even kidding. They leaped for it, and they started eating them like crazy. And I'm like, whoa, you're eating too much. I only had to give them a little bit each because they went for them really quick. Yeah, they were absolutely ravenous. So please be careful. And then after I took little ladies away because I'm like, you've had too much, she bit my finger. She was very upset. I think it's because my fingers still smelled like the cookie because I was just baking them. But yeah, she bit my finger. Because she didn't... So if you make this for your rabbits, please be careful because your rabbit would be... It's gonna be ravenous. Yeah. Anyway, so this is their cookies. And look, that's them in front of their rabbit house with their cookies. Aren't they so cute? Little husband and wife looking at their cookies. Very excited. They love their cookies. That's their house. Yeah, really cute. By the way, I had to get them to back off for this photo. They were still going ravenous at this point. Oh yeah, and I took this cute photo of a lady holding one hot cookie. She's really hungry. I think this is when she first smelt it. She smelt them and then she came out like... Yeah. It's so cute. Wait, what? My finger? Oh shit. Sorry, you can see my fingertip. Uh-oh. How lewd. Don't look at my fingertip. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, they're really cute and she really liked it. Yeah. Guys, look at little lady, not my finger, please. Stop. Stop. Yeah. Ah. Look a little lady. Look how cute she is. She a little baby. Yeah. And look, she liked the cookies. And look, I got a video of I got a video of little man having his cookie too. Hang on. Let me see. I got it somewhere. Where'd I pop it? Where'd I pop it? I have a video of little man having his cookie. They did it all for the nookie. The nookie. So you can take that cookie. Okay, wait, what's this? Oh my god, that's so annoying because I had a video of little lady eating her cookie, but I deleted it because my finger was in it. And I could have kept it. What an idiot. Damn. Alright. Because I was holding it. Alright, let me show you little man having his cookie. So it may be loud. Where is it? Downloads. Oh, here we go. Found it. Oh my god, no, this one has my fingers in it too! It's so... Wait, I don't want it! I'll take it. But listen to the crunching and munching. Look, he came out of his egg window in his house. Look, he came out of his egg window for it. Look at him. Did you see him come out of his egg window? Show us. I'm showing! See, he's coming out of his egg window. There we go. He's eating his cookie. I like him. Show us the whole video. It's the whole video! I don't want to drag it up. Ah! I don't want to show you it. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. No, don't. Fine, I'll show you the whole little lady photo because I did cut my fingers out of that photo. Gulp. Okay, but please stop asking after, okay? That the fingers. And that's that cookie. Now stop asking, okay? Don't ask anymore, okay? Okay, now stop asking for my fingers. Stop asking for them now. Guys, this isn't... I was just trying to show you cute rabbit photographs, okay? I didn't even mean to do that. Anyway, let's turn the music back up. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't understand. You guys are stinky. Let me see if I have any more photos of them to show you. Let me see. Oh yeah, I have a video of little man eating the cookie too. Actually, I'll be right back. I just got a tinkle. Can you give me 1 second? Be good while I'm gone, though. Okay? No funny business. You harlots. Hey! Hi. Hello. Hi, I'm back. Hi. Okay, let me show you guys the video. I'll show you guys something humble. Let me just download it real quick. Sorry. Hello. I'm Kiki Goku. Okay, watch this. It's so cute. Okay. Watch this. It's the cutest thing you'll see. I'm sorry I didn't get a little lady video. I did, and then after I got the video, I wanted to take another one, but she got really shy and wasn't really wanting to be around anybody, so I just left her to it. So I only have little man, unfortunately, on this, but I'll show you. Watch this. It's so cute, and if you listen really good, like you'll hear his honking, his happy honking. Why isn't it playing? Sound. Oh, here we go. Okay, what? I gotta put it up. Turn my sound up. Okay, listen. Look how cute he is. Oh, his place is your porch. Ooh. He loves his cookie. Okay, watch him again. Watch. Shh. I'll be quiet. Shh. He's so cute. I love him. He's so lovely. Did you see him eating his food? He was pleased as a porridge. He was pleased as a porridge. He really was. He lords over us with his big beard. Yeah, he does. Let me go back. Oops. Go back to the other photograph of them. They're so cute. Have this one up here now. But yeah, that's the cookies I made for them. Don't you guys like it? Do you guys like it? Did you like it? Did you like it? And do you like the Easter house? I'm gonna be doing... I have 3 more plans for Easter themed bakes that I'll be doing soon. So I'm very excited to be doing more Easter themed baking stuff as well. Yeah. I like it and I like that. Oh, I'm so happy that you enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah. I really am happy about it, to be honest. And I really liked it. Easter bakes, yeah, Easter themed baking things. So either rabbit theme or Easter theme or whatever. I have lots of cool ideas. Oh, and I wanted to say thank you very much. I don't know who it was, but all at once I got like all at once I got all of my stuff funded for my baking things, which is really cool. Let me just double check what it was. But yeah, I'm very, very happy. Feeling very blessed at the moment. I got rabbit sprinkles, piping bag, rabbit measuring cups, rabbit measuring spoons, the cinnamon roll oven mitt, piping tip set, and a t-shirt. And thank you so much to whoever gifted me that. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much if that was you. Now I'm able to get so many more things as well. So many more things. And it's gonna be super humble. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very pleased. Very pleased as a pie. And I hope that you guys are pleased too. Yeah, and I got a t-shirt, which is really cool. Yeah. Rubber flower. I'm very proud you're getting better. I hope so. Yeah. Honestly, like, this was the hardest bake I've done yet. Just because the mixture was really hard to put into what's it called? Like into the cookie cutter shapes. It was really tricky. Yeah. Hopefully you get better and better with baking. I hope so. I mean, that's the goal. And I'm honestly really excited. In a little bit, I'm gonna do those baking classes. The class I saw where you can get like you can learn how to do the buttercream frosting with the piping tips and stuff. That's something I really want to do. Yeah. Did you know that that Orthodox Easter and Catholic Easter on the same date this year? Yes, I did. I did. Yes. Very humble for me. It's both on my dad's birthday. Which is cool. Which is cool. Yeah. So it's gonna be a really fun... I think so. One of the days. My dad's birthday is on the 20th. Yeah, there we go. The 20th. And on Acti's birthday too. Yeah. This is gonna be really cool and exciting. It's gonna be the best day of the year. That's a great day. Yes, yes. The best day of the year. Easter is on Easter? Yes! Easter is Easter! You play, you play. Yes. Talking about Orthodox Easter stuff. I have an idea for something that I want to make for Easter. But the thing is, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna need to like work with yeast, so it's gonna be kind of tricky, and I'm a little bit nervous. But it's something I really want to give a try, because it's delicious, and I would love to make it myself. Because I've had it, and it's, oh my god, the texture and everything, it was so good. So hopefully it will be a good and a fun thing to make. But I'm a little nervous. But it's Easter themed bake that I have. Yeah, Easter. Can you make a silly face? Oh, if you wish, I can. That's my favorite silly face. Yeast is not too hard. You can do it. It's just, I guess the thing is, it's just a little bit intimidating, if anything. But I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be alright, hopefully. Hang on, let me turn my aircon on. It's getting a bit hot. I won't be putting this in my cookbook. I'm gonna maybe put this in like an extra recipe section of my cookbook or something at some point, but I don't plan to make it like a full page. Maybe I'm thinking maybe I can make like a page of rabbit themed treats or something, because I plan to make more anyway. And I don't think it's like, I need to kind of write the recipe out properly anyway, because I was adding things to it as I was going. I was kind of experimenting, so I don't have proper measurements made. I'd probably have to make them again or figure out exactly, because I took videos of me doing it, so I could figure out like exactly what I use, so I could write it down later, but I haven't looked at it yet. I forgot to mention, guys, yesterday my parents, they took me to a fancy restaurant as like a little surprise, and I was really nervous when we got there because it was like super fancy, and it was playing like jazz music like this, and I was like, "Arr!" And it was really, really cool. Yeah, this is a new giggle invention, these cookies. Yes, definitely. I was so nervous, but actually, and the thing is, I didn't recognize anything on the menu really. It was like all fancy food, and I had ratatouille. I had ratatouille, and it was so good. It was like a stack of like mushrooms, tomato, eggplant, I think, zucchini and stuff. It was so good. It was, and it had this sauce that was so nostalgic for some reason. I don't know why, but it tasted so good. It was like one of the best things I've ever had in my life. Did a rat make it? No, it was not made by a rat. But I want to eat it again. But the thing is, I cannot eat it again. But the plates were so small. There was like no, the serving sizes were tiny. They were teeny tiny. But it was so good. It was so good. Oh my god! And I got a I had a glass of champagne. I had a glass of champagne too. Oh my god! I felt so fancy. And when I was drinking water, and this is crazy in Australia. I'm sure in America where waitresses and like waiters get tips, it's not that crazy. But in Australia, no waiters has any reason to like be nice or like helpful. So this like never happens. But my water was low, and someone came up to me and they were like, "Do you want your water topped up, madame?" And I'm like, "Yes, please." It was crazy. They topped my water up. And it had ice in it. Oh, and I got... Oh, the champagne sucked, by the way. I don't know. I'm not a champagne person. I didn't really like it. It made me go... But I had orange juice. I had 2 big glasses of orange juice. Yummy. I had orange juice. Freshly squeezed orange juice. Very fancy. And then for dinner, I had like this delicious like raspberry tart thing with like a raspberry drizzle on top, and like meringue and ice cream. Ooh la la, sacre bleu. It was so good. It was so yummy. I felt so cool and fancy, and it was all like it was all so fancy, and I felt like a fancy person. Yeah. Hi. Hello. I felt so fancy. Refills are very common. Champagne is overrated. Mimosa is top tier. I did put a little bit of champagne in my first orange juice. Actually, I didn't want to be rude and not finish it, so I just tipped it into my first glass of orange juice, and I had champagne in my orange juice, and it was pretty good. Not to toot my own horn, I think I made a new creation. Okay. Oh, and they had red wine. Oh my god! And this lady came up to us and said, and it sounded like she was speaking total freaking gibberish. She's like, so the options tonight for wine is blah 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 and blah 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 blah. And it's like, whoa, 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 what? I'm supposed to know the names of these fancy wines? Ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Oh my god, and you know what happened while I was at the restaurant? That was crazy. Someone got engaged. Yeah, someone got engaged at the restaurant. Like, someone proposed. Like, this dude proposed. And it was like really, but like no one cared. I don't know, it was really weird. Like everyone was so fancy that they didn't even like say anything. But the lady said yes. And I was like, whoa, holy moly. Holy moly. Yeah, she said yes. That was crazy. Yeah, did everyone gasp? No! No one noticed. I was like, Dad! Dad! Look behind you! Dad! Dad, look! And he went and he looked behind him and was like... And I was like... Yeah. No one even looked! No one looked! To be fair, it was near like the back of the restaurant. Because I like sitting at the back of the restaurant, to be honest. Anyway, I felt too fancy for the atmosphere. I wore a dress though. I wore a very pretty dress. Just if anyone cares. If anyone even cares. I wore a very pretty dress. I felt very pretty. Oh my god. And I forgot at the back of my closet, I'm like, this is a good excuse to wear them. I have like little like heels. They're not like crazy or anything, but they're just like, they've got like a little heel on them. I never wear heels ever because like, ugh, they hurt my feet and I don't want them. But I felt so cool. I was like almost at my dad's shoulder. Almost. I was getting there. I'm like, one day I'll be taller than you and taller than my mum. I felt so awesome sauce and tall. Hello. I felt so tall. I felt like a giant. I really was not. I was probably still the shortest person there, but I did feel like a giant at the time. Yeah, but you know what's terrible? I didn't know where the toilet was, so I asked the waitress. I said, "Hey, excuse me, do you know where the toilet is?" And she told me where the toilet was, but then I was so nervous. I was so Oh, thank you so much for coming to Champy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was like, do you know where the toilet is? And I was so nervous about having asked, like, where the toilet is. No, I said toilet. Or should I said, do you know where the lavatory is? Do you know where the where the piss is? Where's the piss at? No. I said, do you know where the toilet is? And she told me, but then I forgot that, like, what she said because I wasn't paying attention because I was so focused on her having asked the question, and so, like, I was so focused on that I forgot what she said. And I was like, okay, thank you. And then, like, I walked around like a goose until I saw, like, a lady walking. And I was like, let me just follow her and see where she goes. So I, like, very sneakily followed this lady and she was going to the toilet, thank God. So I found it. But, like, oh my God, it was so scary. I didn't know where. I was, like, going around and around in circles. I didn't even know. I felt like a goose. Yeah. I felt like the fool on the stool. Yeah. Usually there are at least signs. No, I mean, like, I was so focused on looking normal, and like I knew where I was going because I didn't want that lady to be mad at me that I wasn't listening. Like I was trying really hard to like look normal. I'm like, so like I wasn't looking for signs. I was just trying to look normal. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking. That would be a good point actually to look for signs. Like I should have thought about that, but I think I'd used all my thoughts at that point. Yeah. Well, I was gonna find a potted plant at some point. She wouldn't be mad at you, lol. People get lost or confused all the time when they get directions. No, but I thought she'd think I was rude and I wasn't listening to her the first time. Like I was the fool of the stool. Yeah. And look at that, the humble cookies. My compliments to the chef. Hey, quiet! Oh, but look, I love that cookie. Hey, that's so cute. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in life. I love the cookies. I love that for the cookies. I like that one. That's quite nice, actually. My compliments are to the chef. No, wait, no, I didn't mean it. Oh my god, guess what? On the way back to the car from the restaurant, oh, thank you for gifting a membership. Thank you. On the way to the car from the restaurant, we were like having a look, and there was a couple fighting on the way back. They were like arguing. I think they got too drunk on wine or something. They were like really like angry, and this lady, she was like, "Get away from me! Fuck you! I hate you!" Like yelling and like chasing this dude. And he was like trying to obviously like get away from her. And it was like, whoa, 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 ho, ho, ho. Thank you for following me. Thank you. Yeah. Was it the engaged couple? No, it wasn't. No. The genuinely it was really sweet. The engaged couple looked so happy. Like they were both like teary-eyed and like sitting together. It was really nice actually. Yeah. Probably arguing about the bill. Well, I don't know what they were on about. Thank you for following. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know what they were on about. Yeah, imagine getting engaged and then getting broken up, like a second after. That's tough. That's really tough. He should have just told her to calm down and that she was acting like her mother. Yeah, that's yeah. He should have just told her to think rationally and to stop like causing a scene. I fucking hate when someone says stop causing a scene and the person says a scene, I will show you a scene. It's like whoa. They weren't asking for a scene, you dumb. They were telling you not to cause a scene. Okay, calm down. You're being hysterical. That's a good one. Yeah. My ex wasn't as loud as you. That's a good one. Hey, I got a good one. If your woman's being too loud, all you gotta say is, "Shut up, bitch." Okay, and then you need to just unzip your pants and say, "Put your mouth on my dick." So you stop fucking yapping. Stop yapping. Stop yapping, woman. Suckle on this. Okay, now maybe you'll shut up. Yeah. Works every time. Trust me. Yeah. Or you slap her in the... No, sorry. Sorry. Or you could just use your hand and you could like make it like do a mouth and go blah 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 blah. All you do is complain. All you do is complain. Blah 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 blah. Quit your yapping. Quit your yapping. Someone's living in. No, you know what? Say someone's living in Yappersville. Someone's come straight from Yappersville. Oh, get a load of this. Yeah. Yep. Are you on your period? That's a good one. That's a good one. Maybe say something like no, don't say you're on your period. Say what's like a worst way to say that? Is it that time of the month for you or something? Are you being so say say you're not being logical, it's your hormones. Yeah, you on the rag? Yeah, on the rag. Are you on the rag? Seems like your hormones are going crazy. Are you having a woman moment? Just start going woman moment. Like if she's chasing you, start at the top of your lungs screaming woman moment, and then chasing her. Yo, you bleeding? Yeah. Did you take your pills this morning? Yeah, just start yelling woman moment in the middle of the restaurant. Or you could say, yeah, get your hand out and put it in front of her face and start saying, talk to the hand, cause the face don't want to hear it. Instead, talk to the hand. Yeah. Why don't you talk to the hand? Also, you better stop yapping, harlot. Otherwise, you're going to talk to my little friends and get like your fist and look at the left fist, Des, and look at the other fist, and Troy. Yeah. Or you could just say, yeah, that's actually what I do if you're arguing with somebody. You just say, nuh-uh. Like if someone says, oh, you've been very rude to me. Very rude, giggles, very rude and mean. Just say, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. No, I haven't. Nope. Not true. Nuh-uh. Like Champy, if you said, Kiki, I want to get a divorce. Like, let's get a divorce right now. I'm sick of this. Like, let's go get a divorce. I'll just say, nuh-uh. No, we're not. Nope. You can't make me. Nuh-uh. 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 We're still married. Nuh-uh. Okay. No, we're not. That's not true. Say, Kiki, we're literally like divorced. We're literally broken up now. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. No, we're not. We're still together. We're literally married. Look at my ring. Nuh-uh. Yeah. Kiki, I want you to quit calling me Champo. No. I'm not calling you anything. You're being delusional. I'm just calling you by your name. Literally, like, if someone wants to divorce, right? Can't you just say, nah? Like, can't you refuse? Like, to get divorced? Is it possible to just refuse? Oh, calling was a taxi. Yeah, that's a valid thing to do, right? Just say, no thank you, I'm good. You say no taking backsies when you get married? Yeah. No, but then imagine say no take backsies and then but then apparently what like if you what if your husband says or what if your wife says, oh, I actually had my fingers crossed behind my back. I had my fingers crossed when we promised. When we did the when we said our vows, I actually had my fingers crossed. So they don't count. Oh, it's funny. No pinky promise. Yeah, that's your my little. I actually had my toes crossed at the time. That's why they're forced to hold hands. True, true. It hasn't worked like that for a long time. It's literally worked like that for forever. That's always been the way it is. Have you watched those? Actually, maybe I may be the only one. Have you seen those like foot surgery videos where people get foot surgery because they've got like fucked up toes and they need to get their toes realigned? I've seen some toes where they're like permanently crossed. Does that mean that people can never trust them to tell the truth and to keep promises because they always got their toes crossed their whole lives? I feel that would be tough because they can't do any, they can't have any like lies. They can't, like, sorry, they can't tell any truth. They always could be lying, you never know. Non-trustworthy people. What are your thoughts on lawyers? I don't know, they're alright. They're alright. I don't like lawyers that are like defense attorneys or whatever that defend people that they know is like terrible people. Like people that have really like hurt other people. That stuff really bothers me. Like from a moral standpoint, I think it's messed up to try to defend someone that's terrible. I know someone has to do it, but personally I don't respect them, to be honest. I think that's not a very good thing to do. Yeah, defense attorneys, I don't know, they're fucked people. Sorry. I appreciate people that do that and they're actually defending somebody that didn't do anything wrong. That's one thing. And that's probably what they get into it for. But people that just... I guess they can't help it, and it's their job, you know? But people that do stuff when they know, like, outright that the person they're defending is terrible and they did something terrible, you know? They suck. They really suck. Yeah, they have to. Yeah, and I mean I understand that, but I don't respect them for that. I respect them for getting into that, knowing that that's a possibility. I don't know. In defense, they and us are supposed to assume innocent, but there are cases where it's obvious. Yeah, I mean like super obvious cases where you try to get that person a lesser sentence because it's their job, but you know that what the person did is terrible and they need to be locked up for a long time, you know? I don't know. I think it depends. Like, everyone deserves a fair trial. I don't think so. I don't think everyone deserves a fair trial, actually. I think if you did something really terribly wrong, then you deserve a very unfair trial, actually. I think you deserve to rot in jail. And I don't think you deserve the respect of the police or of, the government. I had a friend who went to law school for a year before he dropped out. He said they were the worst type of people he ever met and everyone was miserable. Yeah. Client-lawyer confidentiality or whatever, even if they know, they can't let others know. Yeah, and that's probably a really tough thing to do. One of my professors was a really successful defense attorney. He defended some really bad people too. Yeah, I know, it's a tricky thing. But you have to have a fair trial to determine if they actually did the bad thing. Yeah, but if they actually did the bad thing, you know, some bad things have already been determined before trial happens because of the evidence, you know? And those people don't get a trial. You shouldn't have a trial. I love when people try to get like, try to file for like, what's it called, like another hearing, or like they try to file for like, to, what's it called, for bail and stuff, and they don't get it. You idiot. Try again in like 10 years. They need to get an appropriate sentence, not just binary guilty. I don't know. To be honest, I'm probably not the best person to talk about this because I'm not as like understanding of the legal system as most, probably because I don't care to look into it that much. But all I know is actually I don't think that everyone gets right to a fair trial, really, actually. And yeah. And I don't know. That's what I think, really. But I don't know. And I think if you're worried about that, I think you're a bad criminal. I don't know. But I think I don't like but on the flip side, I do think that the only time someone doesn't deserve the right to a fair trial if it's without a shadow of a doubt evidence that they're bad. I don't like when people get like caught up in jail and they haven't done anything wrong. That sucks. I don't like that. I don't like it either way. Yeah. Speaking of crime, have you done your taxes? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. How do you determine who gets the right and who doesn't, though? If you're really, really bad. If you're really bad. I think if you've done certain crimes, like say if you kill your entire family and it's proven without a shadow of a doubt and you're literally caught with the knife in your hand and you said, I killed my whole family, I don't think they get right to a fair trial. I think they get thrown in jail. I don't know. But again, this is my emotional brain speaking. Or if you like kill your child. People that kill their children. Or people that have you seen people, and I don't know, postpartum stuff is crazy. I'm not trying to defend it at all. But people where they have their babies and they just like don't know what to do and they end up putting... I saw a thing of a lady that had like gave birth to a completely healthy baby and she didn't want to tell anyone, so she like tried to get rid of the baby. I think she does not deserve the right to a fair trial. How dare you kill your baby? Okay? No fair trial for you, madame. You get thrown in prison. Ah! Thrown in jail forever and ever and ever, and you do not deserve bail or anything. Terrible lady. Terrible. Don't care what you're going through. Don't care. Don't care what you're going through. Don't care about your life. Don't care about you, to be quite honest. I think you should rot in prison. I don't care. And I don't get the mental health excuse either. I don't care. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Okay? If it's, yeah. I don't know. But again, that's not logical. This is my emotional opinion, is not a logical one. I'm not an idiot. Like, I know that's not logically what should happen. But in my fantasy land, where, like, everything is black and white, that would be great. Not that that is the logical way to do things. I think this is the best system, knowing that there are corrupt police officers out there, obviously. Of course there's corruption out there, so I think it's fair. Because someone can say, someone could place a knife in someone's hand who's a victim and say, and police could do that and say, look, he definitely did it without a shadow of a doubt, and that happens. So I think all of this would be assuming that there's no corruption, which is not the case. Looking at both sides, yeah. Yeah, what about people who falsely accuse? Yeah, that exactly, yeah. What about people who frame others for falsely accuse, like something or something? I think if you falsely accuse someone, I think that you deserve the same amount of time in jail that the person would have gotten, to be quite honest. I think that's like a terrible thing to do. And it's so damaging to people that actually have that happen to them, you know? Because it's like, that's why people like that get like, they get told, oh, well, you probably made it up, or you're probably falsely accusing. And it's really sad. So I think at minimum, yeah, if not worse. I don't know. Yeah, I think they should at least get the same amount of time that whoever they accused would have gotten, because that's so damaging, you know? Yeah. Maybe not everyone deserves to be defended, but I want to live in a society where I know I'll be defended. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why the way that it is the best way, to be quite honest. Like, you know, obviously my idea of some people don't get the right to that is like my, like, emotional brain opinion, assuming that everyone is not lying and everything is black and white and cookie cutter and no nuance in anything, which is not reality. So I think the way that it is fine. Yeah. I don't think that's realistic. There should be a sufficient sentence that is heavily discouraged, though. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to speak in realistic terms here. I mean, I'm just a VTuber. Yeah, I think if we're talking realistically, yeah, I think it should be something that's highly discouraged. So there should be some kind of thing. And I think it shouldn't just be like, oh, a fine. I think it should be jail time. Or something. I think there should be like mandatory, like, I don't know, jail time. Yeah. Anyway, this is a really weird topic. So let's stray from this because it's a little bit too much, you know, to discuss. But I'm glad we're like all on the same page that we think doing bad thing to other people bad. Getting defense is good. But I don't think bad people that do bad thing good. I think they bad. I'm glad we all agree with this. Yeah. It's a tricky subject because I know they worry about those penalties being a thing discouraging people from reporting real crimes. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, there should be a middle ground, yeah. I think Kiki should be in charge of the justice system. Vote for her head attorney in Aussieland. Listen, if I was head of Aussieland, I'd get rid of all this stupid censorship stuff that's happening at the moment. Stop it! Aussie government, you are an absolute embarrassment to every citizen here. You're making us look like losers. And we're all super cool and you're making us look like stupid stuck-up losers with all your dumb stuff. Okay, stop it. Stop! It's embarrassing. I feel embarrassed. Stop! They're just following the example of Europe. Stop. Just be humble. Why everyone not be humble? Just be humble, okay? That's all I say in life. Be humble and be kind to everyone, okay? That's my law. If I was the governor of the town, be kind, be humble, okay? If you're not, straight to jail. Straight to jail. Okay? And you know what? If you're worried about people going to prison and the prisons being filled up, I have a great plan and strategy for you. Build another prison. Build more prisons. Or better yet, how about we smush the prisoners like sardines? Okay? Let's make the prisons, like, rooms smaller. Let's give them less space, okay? All they need is a bed and food. They don't need anything. Give them a, you know, patio to walk around in, you know? Fit them in like sardines, put them in bunk beds, and then better yet, put them in triple bunk beds. We can build upwards. Yeah. We Americans are great like that. Out incarcerated population second to none, yeah. Like in El Salvador. Wait, let me see. I'm sorry any prisoners watching that are offended, by the way. Yeah, like this! This is exactly what I was visualizing! Perfect! Yeah, that's what we need. Lock them up! Straight to jail. Yeah. I treated like... Well, I mean, listen. I feel like if you commit crimes bad enough to get you in a high security place like that, I think you lose your rights, okay? I'm talking about really bad stuff, not like just a little bit bad. I'm talking like really bad. What happened to making them do like manual labor anyway? We should get them I don't know, working out in the mines or something. Like, no, you know what? You know how they like putting pickaxes and making them use pickaxes on rocks and stuff? I feel like we should do that again. Yeah. And I feel like it would be good, you know, get them into the workforce. Anyway, sorry. I'm sorry to prisoners that are upset. And I'm talking like this highest of high security, not like people that get in trouble for drug or something. Drugs. I don't think every prisoner deserves that, just to make it clear. I'm talking like worst of the worst people. And also, I think women should get the exact same punishments in prison as men, by the way. I think it should be exactly the same. I don't know why women get treated better a lot of the time. It's like, no, you're doing manual labor too, ladies. I'm a prisoner of my mind. Wow, Kiki is so cool and agreeable. Quiet! I was watching a video on Japanese prisons and it's actually crazy. Like, they have them do a lot of work and teach them trades. That's good. I feel like that's pretty good. So they don't go back. Like, you have to make it bad enough so they don't want to go back, but good enough so they can learn the skills to like actually be able to adapt to the outside world. I think it needs to be like some kind of like, realistically, if I'm talking like jokes aside, I feel like it needs to be a mix of that, you know. Teach them life skills, you know, because all of the time people that end up in those kinds of environments and commit those kinds of crimes genuinely are uneducated and don't have any other means of either making income or knowing the legal system. They have no idea. So you gotta, I don't know, I feel like I'm very privileged, so I have like I always have I'm under the assumption that everyone is as educated as I am, when that's unfortunately not the case. I think everyone deserves the right to have an education, I think is important. Yeah. Our prisons are pretty awful at rehabilitating people. That's why they get to put back in there all the time. Yeah, it's not very good. I think realistically there needs to be a mix. Yeah. Would I have pets there? I feel like, well, Rabbitville, we don't have a prison in Rabbitville, actually. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. We don't have a prison, we just throw to the loaches. Yeah. Some are just unable to see the wrong in what they do. Yeah, and I mean, but I feel like that's like a small percentage. I feel like most people are just like... I feel like all of us are just trying to get through life and like... I don't know, try our best. People don't set out into the world for the most part trying to be bad people, you know? They're not like, yeah, let me just be a massive dickhead today and do stupid dickhead things and hurt other people. Most people don't set out to do that kind of thing, so... I feel like sometimes what people need is a bit of humble education. Yeah. Well, we have 0 crime, yes, because of that reason. I did a year in prison, it sucked. No. What were you in for? Made a Norwegian prison cell? What? That looks like a psych ward hospital room. It doesn't even look like a prison. It just looks like a classic psychiatric facility room. They even have floating beds. That's fancy. I'm surprised they have chairs though. Because like, there's a big issue in hospitals and stuff where like chairs get thrown. I'm interested to see though, I wonder how high are their crime rates in relation to other countries that have, you know, like, that have worse prisons. I wonder if we can figure out the rate of reoffenses and stuff. It's actually really humble. The prisoners get to care for pound pets set for death and care for them to socialize with animals for pet shops. Oh, well, that's quite nice, isn't it? I mean, hopefully they don't get put with anyone, but like people that get in there for like hurting animals, they don't get a pet, right? Or anywhere near them. People that hurt animals, okay, I feel like they don't have a right to a free trial. Okay, they shouldn't get one, firstly. Secondly, I should be able to beat them the same as they hurt an animal. I should be able to do the exact same thing to them personally. And thirdly, they deserve to have that happen for the entirety of their sentence. So say if they get in there for like, I don't know, hitting their pet, I should be able to hit them for like 7 years straight. Or have a machine that hits them for 7 years straight. So they can learn, okay? If they've been in there for neglect, they should starve to death. Yeah, I hope they don't get treated well. I hope they get just as traumatized in there as they did to whatever poor animal they hurt. Okay, anyway, sorry. Here's my emotional brain. This is why I should not work in any kind of space like this, because I let my emotions take over. I can't stand people that hurt animals. I absolutely cannot stand them. Yeah. The thing is, the Norwegian cells are supposed to be comfy, and if I'm not wrong, they can bring personal belongings. Oh, I told you what I ate at the restaurant. I told you I had ratatouille. I told you I had a ratatouille. With sauce. I told you. I had a ratatouille at the restaurant. I wasn't trolling. I genuinely ate a ratatouille. I'm not even kidding. It was a stack of them. So I had like tomato, eggplant, mushroom, and it was like a stack of them. It was really good. Let me see if I can find a photo of one. Yeah, it looked like this actually. It looked pretty similar. I want to try and make it at home because it was like so good. It's a ratatouille. I told you. Had like tomato, eggplant, zucchini, mushrooms and stuff. It was so good. It was like a stack. Yeah, it's just like literally like stacked vegetables, but it's delicious. I had like a really nice sauce on it. And it was really nice. It was like one of the best things I've ever had. I'm not even kidding. It was one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. What does it taste like? Heaven. It tastes like heaven. I wish I could go back there, but I don't know. It's like one of those kinds of places that you only go to really every now and again because it's really fancy. Maybe I'll try to make it myself. I wonder how difficult it is to make. How to make ratatouille. How to make a ratatouille. Is it French? Okay, you need 2 eggplants, 6 Roma tomatoes, 2 yellow squashes, and 2 zucchinis. I'll make it next week. Using a sharp knife or a mandolin, slice the eggplant, tomato, squash, and zucchini into approximately 1 and 16-inch thick rounds, then set aside. Make the sauce. Heat the olive oil in a 12-inch oven-safe pan over medium-high heat. Saute the onion, garlic, and bell peppers until soft, about 10 minutes. Season with salt and pepper, and then add crushed tomatoes. Stir until the ingredients are fully incorporated. Remove the heat, and then add the basil. Stir once more, and then smooth the surface off with the spatula. Arrange the veggies in alternating slices. For example, eggplant, tomato, squash, zucchini on top of the sauce, working from the outer edge to the center of the pan. Season with salt and pepper. Make the herb seasoning. In a small bowl, mix together the basil, garlic, parsley, thyme, salt, pepper, and olive oil. Spoon the herb seasoning over the vegetables. Cover the pan with foil and bake for 40 minutes. Uncover, then bake another 20 minutes until the vegetables are softened. Serve hot as the main dish or side. The ratatouille is also excellent the next day. Cover with foil and reheat. Looks good. I'm gonna make this next week. Yeah. Ratatouille. Yeah, you cook it in the oven. The I's aren't pronounced. Well, how do you pronounce it then? Ratatouille. 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 How do you pronounce it? Ratatouille. Help! Help! Ratatouille. I said it right! I said it right. I acted like I said it wrong, and then I said like a fool on a stool. Ratatouille. Rabbitouille! Oh my god, that's such a good idea! Oh my god, I just made ratatouille. Ratatouille. Make a ratatouille. Wow. Wow. Ratatouille. You gotta roll the R's. Ratatouille. 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 Ratatouille, 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 ratatouille. Wow. Ratatouille, 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 ratatouille. Roman catapult, 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 Roman catapult. Rabbitouille. I did rabbit eating rabbitouille. You think they like it? Guys, look. Hey. Stop, wait! Hi, little lady. I love you. Hi, little man. I love you.
There you are, sweetheart. Sorry I'm late. I was looking everywhere for you.
Well, this is from Howl's Moving Castle. No, this isn't it. Wait, how do I go back?
There you are, sweetheart.
No, stop, that's fucking Howl's Moving Castle. Stupid. Shut up. I'm back. I was dancing. Wait. At least it wasn't an ad. Stop! Oh, here we go. Position. Okay. It ended? Wait, that's what happened last time then. It just went to another song. No, it was getting so cool and hype. What the fuck? No! Stop! Stop! Ugh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How did I miss your super chat? Friend had a 7x7x3 cage in his shed with a rabbit, guinea pig, and skunk all inside. They were friends for 4 years. Skunk had no stink, I think. Holy cannelloni, that's ridiculous. Don't put a skunk with a rabbit with a guinea pig. That's ridiculous. But that's very cute though. They got along. It's very cute. Phil might have fault them. Anyway, thank you guys for coming to my stream today. I hope that you guys had fun. I hope that you guys had fun watching my stream. I hope you liked my fancy Easter dress today, and I hope you liked listening to how I made those cookies. Thank you very much, and I hope you liked my finishing dance. Oh my god, thank you so much for the $15. Thanks for the stream, Kiki. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I hope you like my Easter dress. And I had a... I'm sorry if you guys thought the dance was silly. Well, I really wanted to dance for you like a classy lady. To show you that I'm a classy lady. Do you guys think I'm a classy lady? I hope you think I'm the classiest lady in town. You can call me Madam Giggles if you'd like, but it's up to you. Yes? Yeah, I drink tea with my pinky extended, that's true. The palatable. Oh, hey. Oh, thank you. The classiest palatable, well, thank you. They call me Madam Giggles. I am a madam. I am a madam. I am a madam. Did you know I am a madam? So you can refer to me as such. If you wish, you may refer to me as Madam Giggles. I go to fancy restaurants and do fancy things. Yeah, if you care. Anyway, I hope that you like the cookies, and please, I mean, if you guys have rabbits, please be sure to make these cookies for them. I'll write out the recipe at some point. So yeah, I'll make sure to do that, write out the recipe and stuff properly. in a little bit today, so you guys can have it if you'd like to make it. Sorry to like having a lack of schedule. I'm really sorry. But I hope that you guys don't mind and everything. I hope you don't mind. It's been a weird few days, but I hope you understand. It's been a bit tricky. Anyway, I hope that you guys had a great time watching, and I had a fun time streaming. What is stopping you from doing them? I don't know, I've just been a bit preoccupied with stuff, I'm sorry. I've just been quite preoccupied. Sorry. But tomorrow I'm gonna be doing the weird website stream, so please submit weird websites to my marshmallow if you haven't already. I'm gonna be going through them on stream and stuff. Okay. Any weird old websites? Yeah, going through weird old websites. Yeah. Anyway, I love you. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I had a fun time. Now, I'm a classy lady, so I'm just gonna go home in my chariot. But I hope that you had a great time, alright? I love you. Thank you very much for coming to my stream today. Come on, little lady, let's pop on over to our chariot. Oh, and remember to leave a comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye, everybody.